pushing and everything right after the epidural?
I think when we got to the hospital for the induction, we got there at midnight because that's when they were coming at midnight. Before that, I tried to naturally induce. I tried to take castor oil. All these videos that we watch on YouTube.
Right.
Eat pineapples, have sex. My husband said he's not doing that part. So
how come we're not doing? That's the best part now.
he said he would hurt the baby or something. He was
This
scared.
guy, wait, let me educate some
Obviously,
people
that's a topic
here.
for another day.
That's it.
Like, he wants to talk to you.
Allow me to just tell this man, how you lost that one now? That's the best part where you did dumb. Okay, take your time. Or next time, do the right thing.
I just think the men are not educated on it because to him, he doesn't know how far the baby is.
Yeah, they
Right.
think, oh,
Yes.
I'll hit the baby.
All he knows is the baby's in my stomach. So he doesn't, and I try to explain like that's what dilation and all these things are about. That's the baby's not. There's no way.
Actually, that is the best time to enjoy your woman. The best. I mean, if you've not known it, that's the best time. And I'm speaking to all the married women who have pregnant wives at home. Try it. It's for me. Let's go. I didn't say that too.
No restrictions.
I didn't say that. I didn't try it though.
Yeah, so we tried all of that, and we ended up going to the hospital at midnight. And when I got there, of course, they started giving me the pill, and then and that was at midnight. So by 8 a.m. in the morning, my dilation was progressing, and they'll come in and check on me. And I think by the time I got to 4 centimeters, okay, no, I take that back. So they started giving me the pill when I got there, and then by 8 a.m. in the morning, I was still not, I was not progressing. I was not getting the direction, and so they gave me another pill that would help with that, and so that actually made the labor pains come on strong. The contractions were much stronger, and before I realized it, I was in full labor and I had no idea. In my head, I don't know what was going on, honestly. Wow. It's like I zoned out. And my husband said I was quiet, but he thought I was sleeping. But the whole time I was actually going through labor and just like breathing through it and just, I don't know what I thought it was. I could not talk, I could not cry, I could not scream.
But you didn't feel any pain at all?
No, I felt the pain, but I did not.
Even with the epidural, did you feel the pain?
No, epidural had not come.
Oh, I thought, oh.
At this point, they were giving me medications.
Medications to induce the baby, okay.
Level, yes. Okay. Because I couldn't go into level on my own.
Yourself, yeah.
So the pain was coming on strong, and when they checked me, I was at 4 centimeters. And so at that point, they asked me if I wanted epidural, and that's when I remembered that there was something like epidural, because I was in so much pain that I couldn't think, I couldn't cry, I was just. And growing up, I've had bra bites, I've had menstrual cramps, so it felt the same but stronger. So it was a pain I was used to, and growing up, when you have those pains, you just go to bed and sleep or drink tea, just figure out a way to go through the pain. So I think in that moment, that's what I was doing naturally. I was trying to just subside the pain. And then one of the nurses saw the pain I was and asked me, do you want epidural? And I just shook my head. Yes, I need my epidural right now. And so they came in, and the epidural lady was trying to be chatty. She was asking me questions to distract me from the. I wasn't talking. I was just mute. And that's when I was surprised to see how I handled that pain. I basically just shut down. I wasn't doing. I was just inactive. And so when they gave me the epidural, that was the best feeling in the world. It just went to the right place. Everything just felt. So they said the needle pains. It's a big needle. I didn't feel any of that because the pain I was going through was more than that. Right. Yeah. So when I felt that relief, my mouth, I was talking. I had to apologize to the anesthesiologist. I was like, I'm so sorry I did not answer your questions. What were you asking me?
Oh my God.
And then I told her, I'm so sorry.
It became so nice.
And they were like, we were waiting for you to ask for epidural. You're the last person to get an epidural on this floor. I'm like, I don't know how to talk, but thank God that you asked me. I was dying in silence.
So, I mean, what I want to point out here to our viewers is epidural does not mean you're weak. Because some people will think that taking epidural means you're not woman enough, you're not strong enough to handle childbirth. No. If science has made it easier for us to go through this without the pain, let's take advantage of it. We will come back to talk about some of the side effects, but let's hear Carolyn's own version on how she went through it. Did she get epidural or not? Let's hear that.
Like I said in my mind, I wanted to put on what strong. I'm still strong, but so I enjoyed the pain for a little bit, but I think there's a stage, if you pass that stage of dilation, I'm not a nurse or a science inclined person, so I'm trying to make the best way I understood. I think they said there's a certain range, if you pass that range, you can no longer have epidural. And I was almost there. And at that point, I was not talking, saliva was just coming out of my mouth. And my husband said, do you want it? Because they had asked me like 2 times and I said no.
What?
So my husband said,
No voice.
yes. So when the nurse came in and they were like, they're gonna do it on the spine. I'm like, spine care. Okay, no problem. So they did it, and then it in my mind I knew it would just kick in immediately.
Which is what's supposed to,
So
right?
I had that pain. The girls like, it's not working. They said no, give it a minute, and then when they did it, so I went to sleep, and then I think prior to me starting pushing, I woke up and then I was fine to chatting. There was no pain. They're like, okay, I'm okay. Waist down, there was nothing there. It's like I could not feel my legs or anything. That's how epidural was. Like I did not feel anything. So we are scheduled to start pushing at 12. So we started at 12. And my cheerleaders were doing a very good job. Yeah, they were awesome because the way they were cheering me, oh, you're doing a good job, babe, you're doing good, nice, keep pushing, you're almost there. Next minute, you're almost there. There where? Baby is not coming. I kept on trying to listen, like, oh, I hear the baby crying, but there was nothing. So one of the nurses said, oh, you want to see? There's a mirror. I was like, oh yeah, bring the mirror. So she brought the mirror and I not say anything, it was just my baby's hair. He had so much hair. So the whole 30 minutes was pushing out hair, which was not even complete. So we pushed, 1 hour went by, 2 hours came.
Wow.
It was still the hair. So at that point I was tired, but I was still pushing. I was like, I want this baby to come out. I wanted to go into that. At that point, which is a very bad thing, because at that point all I was thinking was, this baby has to come out through my vagina. Because I have to do it natural, I have to push. I've taken epidural, I cannot go through C-section. But my husband had noticed that the baby would not come out. So at that point, he wanted me to leave the moment and then realize that I was losing blood.
I'm probably getting tired.
Things were changing. So I started begging my doctor, tear me, cut me open, suction the baby out. Those were the things I was saying. Some of the things I cannot remember, but I know I said a lot of dumb stuff. But I know cut me open and suction the baby was something that I was saying. And the doctor was like, no. And then it took another turn. My epidural wore out.
Oh my God.
And I told them, I'm in pain. They're like, no, you cannot be in pain. You have a epidural. I said, no, I can feel my pain back. The pain came back and it was worse. I was just crying, struggling to push. I was tired and everything. And they said, no. So somebody scratched my leg and I was like, yeah. I had that tingling feeling. And the doctor was like, yeah, we are. So they gave me a second dose, but it did not kick in.
While you were pushing?
Yes, so they gave me a second dose, it did not kick in. So at this point, C-section was the only option.
Right.
But I was, in my mind, I was still like, just get this baby out. I don't want to be pregnant. And I've gone through a lot. I've been here all night. And this seen the truth. You didn't know you get to see the
struggle.
Yes. So at that point, my doctor stepped out and like just told me to have a C-section. If I knew
Everything was in place.
things just started changing, I went into the room because I was getting dressed, and then I started having this shivering feeling, but it was just from my waist down. I was shaking, my whole leg was shaking, and the guy asked me, "Are you okay?" I said, "I don't know, are you cool?" I said, "I don't know." But I was just shaking. I don't know if I was scared or whatever. I don't know what he gave me, but he gave me an injection on my leg that helped me calm down because he said, "Oh, you're not shake while you're doing this." So he gave me something, I don't know what he gave me. Then I was calm, and then my husband walked in, and then he told me, "You're gonna feel some kind of pressure on your chest. When that comes, it's the baby." I didn't know the baby on my chest. So before I was just like, what is happening? At that point, I got so much blood. I'm not dying. Like I was in trance. I was thinking so many things. A lot was going through my mind. All the small things that I'm seeing. Like,
So another person.
yeah. So at that point, I was thinking like, what is happening? What happened to me? Like I didn't know. My parents, mind you, my family didn't know back then that I was in labor because my family drama.
Oh God, last one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if I'm a last born, everybody like people would have gone into panic if they knew that I was in labor with that dog, people would cry and stuff like that. So before I was processing all those things, like, like at least my mother should know if I'm dead, they should know that the last born is dying. I wonder, everything was just going through my mind. I was thinking, and I'm so dying. I don't die. Before I knew, I felt the pain on my chest. I felt this pressure. It's like somebody's, I don't know, but it's like it's so much pressure. Like you feel like they're trying to rip all it out. And the next thing was this big cry. And I was like, and my husband just went to the baby. And
Right.
I could just
Right.
I could not move nothing. I was like, oh, so we have a baby. Like
Exactly.
it was just
It's that
emotional.
feeling. It's that feeling. It is that feeling. And I tell you, she did not need to go through all of this if, you know, a C-section was the option right from start. Like I said, you might not know your strength on how good you might push or how, you know, far you might push. But I'm sure in her next experience, she will not go through that because she really knows her strength, you know, in her next. So it is not how strong you are. If you're gonna have a baby, and check yourself, there are some women that can withstand pain. If you are one of those, fine, try it, and if you want to really go through that experience, it's fine. But if you cannot withstand pain, and you are in Africa where the medical science has not been highly developed, or you're not in a very sophisticated hospital or an experience, please discuss your options with your doctor and see what would be best. The stigma about natural birth or C-section, there is nothing wrong with having a C-section. C-section is just one of the ways of childbirth. You can either do a natural birth or you do a C-section. And all of them are safe and they are fine if well done. So you don't cry, because I know back in Cameroon, back in Africa, when they say it's going to be a C-section, the whole family goes on a fasting and a prayer. People they call and everything. Oh, just now we're gonna go C-section. It's operation. It's operation. It is fine.
Yeah.
They say operation is operation. That you know it's operation. Operation is okay. Operation is just one of the ways, and it's pretty safe. Like I said earlier, that in some parts of the world, especially in Brazil, I experienced many of your ladies from start, before they even start a relationship with a man and discuss marriage, that is one of the options we talk about. That we're going to have a C-section. All our babies are going to be born by C-section. And it works. It works, and they come out clean, safe, and fine. So the man can start acting even a few days after the child. They don't have to do those 6 weeks waiting, you know. And it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay, and it's good. We're gonna talk about the side effects of epidural. I know I do not have a textbook opened to give you the conventional side effects. None of us here is a medical practitioner or in the medical field. But what I'm saying, what I want to do here is get their experiences, because experience is the best teacher. They can tell us exactly how they went, what happened to them after the epidural. You might have your own experience. Just share it in the comment section so people can know and wait for it. So I'll start with our CEO of Lenora T. Lenora T, tell us what was your experience after your epidural?
I would say first the positive. It felt good. I was able to relax, and with my research, I read that the more relaxed you are, the easier your labor and contraction will go along.
Okay.
So that actually helped me relax, and I was able to progress faster with my labor. And so during that time, I actually got to do my makeup.
Oh, you were doing makeup while in labor? Oh my God, who does that?
After epidural.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
I just didn't feel it.
Wow.
Everything was progressing, but I was out of place. I told
Wow.
my husband, I said, bring my makeup back. He's like, because I couldn't move, my legs are heavy and everything. He's like, what do you need it for? I said, please don't stress me. Just bring my makeup back. And in 15 minutes, I did my makeup. They were checking how far along I was going. And in like an hour, the baby they could see the head and they're like, do you feel pressure? I'm like, no. I don't feel any pressure.
God.
And they're like calling the doctor, like the baby's here. They were freaking out because there was no, the OBGYN was not there.
And you were mainly doing.
I didn't feel anything.
Wow.
And so, and it was an African doctor. I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Oh Lord.
I'm 5 minutes
I'm
away.
5 minutes away.
I'm almost there.
Yeah, she came late, but luckily I wasn't feeling anything.
Okay.
So by the time she got there, time to push, I pushed, and the baby came.
Not all doctors are like that, though.
Yeah, but I just had to take note that she was African.
Yeah.
She was African.
She was one of us.
Yeah, she was one of us. So I'm sure the baby understood that she waited to. Yes, and I think after 3 pushes, the baby was out, and yeah. I was cold, but I wasn't cold.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like my lips vibrating when I'm trying to talk or eat, my legs shaking, and I was, and then after that, I started feeling like this itchy feeling all over my body. I tried to take a shower. I took the shower like 3 times because I felt like maybe I need to shower. I didn't know that was one of the side effects of it. I just heard about the shivering, but I never heard about the itchiness.
Okay.
So that was the main side effect, the itch and the shivering.
The shivering.
Yes.
Wow.
And that lasted about a day, and after that I was back to normal.
You were the perfect type for that.
If you check my YouTube channel, I have what I think helped me have a fast labor and delivery.
Okay.
So check out my YouTube channel. I have a secret recipe that I followed every single day in my 3rd trimester. So
all right, go to Lenora T.
I'll try that next time.
All right. So I mean, was it the same side effects you had after that, or?
I had some like hers, like the shivering and the itchiness. I had it. Everything was easy for you. Mine lasted for like 2 weeks. I came home and I was still shaking. Yeah, and the itchiness was there, but it was not like all the time. That it was to start, you would decide to be like, okay, it's over. Let me rest. So it was just like that, and then I didn't know it was the epidural, but one of the effects I heard and I still have was back pain.
Okay.
So they told me, some people, anything 1%, of that 1%. So this is some people suffer from back pain, and that is like one of the effects that has lasted this long. I still have the back pain. It's not all the time, but like if I do something stressful or I work so hard, it just comes. take ibuprofen. But the back pain is like my biggest issue, and it's like that's like an issue with it.
So we've heard about itches in the body. We've heard about the shivering, shivering, back pain, and I guess some people get BP, blood pressure, high blood pressure, and stuff, and there are so many of them. If you have that, please share in the bottom, in the comments, so other people will learn and they will have that experience. And I tell you, it is an experience that is not life-threatening. So you might think that when you take epidural, it is not life-threatening because it can be dealt with medically. They can take care of you and stuff like that. Some people just have a longer time that the anesthesia, that they give you the epidural way, so they might stay longer, and so it all varies with people. So check with your doctor, get all the checks and medical advice that you can get before getting into any of these. But if you can and you're okay to get it, why go through the pain when you can, get it easier? Like you can do makeup while in labor. You know what I'm saying? So
well, what I tell people that are pregnant, or if anybody ever asks me what can you advise, I don't try to tell people, like some people watch YouTube videos on childbirth. I do not, because I'm somebody that stigma stays with me for a very long time.
Okay.
So I tell people, if you are that person that can watch something and the next minute forget about it, you can go watch it. But like I say, if you want to experience it, it's your moment. Nobody should take it away from you.
Okay.
If you want to try and get the pain, like how it feels, go through it. One says, I cannot take the epidural. If you think it's a decision of I want to have C-section from the get-go, talk with your partner, discuss with your doctors and say, see, this is what I want. Because at the end of the day, I feel like what we all want is the baby's safety. As mothers, we always think of the baby first, but you have to be alive to take care of that baby. So think about yourself and think about the baby, and then make that decision. But whatever choice you make is your call. I can only advise.
Definitely, and that is one of the reasons why we are here. Last word or last advice as well, the narrative.
I'll say advice. I'll just say that one thing that was very important to me was having a doctor that I knew would advocate for me, because at the end of the day, your life is in this doctor's hand, your baby's life is in this doctor's hand, and so it actually took me a while to pick my OBGYN. Like I just had to find someone I was comfortable with, especially being in a place that is foreign. It's not familiar to me. And make sure that I found someone that I was comfortable with, and even though she showed up late, that was okay. But she was the best choice for me, and I felt really comfortable with the entire process. So just make sure that as a pregnant woman, really do your research with your doctors and find someone that you're comfortable with and that will advocate for you in a situation that could be life-threatening. So, yeah.
You heard it. It's all about you understanding your body, talking with your partner, talking with your doctor, and advocating for what is best. Also, if you find yourself in a situation like this, I'm speaking to the new mothers, the new wives, the new mothers, or to-be mothers, which is one of the reasons why I brought people who had the first experience to talk to us at this time, because after your first experience, you've already learned. The next one, you're perfecting it. You're making the right choices, making the right decisions. And so right now, if you're a new mother and you're watching this, please take the advice. And after your baby, tell us your experience at the bottom of this video, so others can learn from your experience. If everything that we've just said matches exactly what you go through, let us know. But if you had more other experiences, or maybe on the side effects of epidural that you have, or your experience after your childbirth, or those who've already had their first babies and they have other side effects that they want to share with us, please put it right there so people can learn. I see, Lenora T, our CEO. You see, there's one thing, these two women are CEOs. They are CEOs. We have CEO Lenora T, we have CEO Liam's Collections. See, these women are doing big things, yet they are great wives, great mothers. I just want to thank you both for taking this time to educate us on this or sharing your experience. You will not know how far this will go, the lives that will change, the people that will make the right decisions. And like I said, Uncle T Show is in for such. Please keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing, and clicking on the notification bell so you will be the first to be notified on our premieres, uploads, and on our episodes that are coming up on YouTube. Thank you so much.